Most students of Italian stick to using overused textbook Italian phrases, but that's exactly what keeps you from reaching fluency. They also don't prepare you for real-world Italian conversations, so you end up feeling lost and left behind. So in this video, I'm going to reveal 20 Italian phrases that are overused by learners and which expressions Italians actually use instead. And don't worry about taking notes, I've done all that hard work for you. To help you to practice everything you're about to learn here today, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet with all the vocabulary and examples from this lesson. Just click on the link in the description below this video. Pronti? Iniziamo! Now let's start with the first phrase that learners of Italian overuse. It's
Come stai?
how are you? Now instead of using this phrase, try,
Come va?
this means how's it going? This is super common and casual, and this works with friends, colleagues, or pretty much anyone in a relaxed setting. For example, you might hear,
Ehi Marco, come va?
Hey Marco, how's it going? Alternatively, you can say,
Com'è?
how are things? Now this literally means how's it? Now this short and snappy expression is especially common in northern Italy, where it is used as a laid-back way to greet people you see often. For example, you might hear,
Ciao Giorgio, com'è?
Hi Giorgio, how are things? Another Italian expression you can use is,
Che mi racconti di bello?
what's new? Any good news? Now this is an informal expression to ask for updates and show genuine interest. It literally means, what nice things have you to tell me? And it's often used instead of a simple, tutto bene, everything fine, to spark a more engaging answer. For example, you might say,
Ciao Giulia, quanto tempo! Che mi racconti di bello?
Hi Julia, it's been a while, what's new? Now, if more than one person is asking, the pronoun switches to the plural form, and you'll say,
Che ci racconti di bello?
what's new with you? Now, if you're speaking to a group, the verb changes to the plural form, and you'll say,
Che mi raccontate di bello?
what's new with you all? Now, the next phrase that learners of Italian overuse is,
Sono stanco, stanca.
I'm tired. Instead of saying this phrase, try,
Sono KO.
Now this means I'm knocked out. Now Italians use this expression when they're completely worn out, both physically and mentally, just like a boxer knocked out in the ring. Take a look at this example.
Oggi è stata una giornata davvero stressante. Sono proprio KO.
What a stressful day. I'm completely knocked out. Another phrase you can use is,
Sono a pezzi.
this means I'm shattered. This is a touch more dramatic than saying you're KO or KO. This phrase literally translates to I'm in pieces, capturing a mix of being completely exhausted and emotionally drained. Take a look at this example.
Dopo aver guidato per 12 ore, sono proprio a pezzi.
After driving for 12 hours, I'm shattered. Another Italian expression you can use is,
Sono fuso. Fusa.
this means I'm fried. Now this is for when your brain is completely fried after studying, working, or concentrating for hours. Take a look at this example.
Oggi ho studiato tutto il giorno. Sono completamente fusa.
I've been studying all day. I'm completely fried. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet for this lesson, which you'll find a link to in the description below this video. Okay, moving on to the next phrase that students of Italian overuse. It's
Ho fame.
meaning I'm hungry. Now instead of saying this phrase, try,
Sto morendo di fame.
I'm starving. Literally, I'm dying of hunger. It's what Italians say when their stomach won't stop growling. Take a look at this example.
Sto morendo di fame. Quando si mangia?
I'm starving. When are we eating? Or you can say this phrase, which is,
Ho un buco allo stomaco.
this also means I'm starving. With this expression, you're saying you have a hole in your stomach, vividly describing the feeling of extreme hunger, as if your stomach feels so empty, it might as well have a hole in it. Take a look at this example.
Non mangio da ieri. Ho un buco allo stomaco.
I haven't eaten since yesterday. I'm starving. Another Italian expression you can use is
Ho un languorino.
I've got a little craving. This is a light, playful way to say that you're a bit hungry, but not enough for a full meal. Perfect for when you're in the mood for a quick snack, like a pastry or some chips. Take a look at this example sentence.
Ho un certo languorino. Vado al bar a prendere qualcosa da sgranocchiare.
I've got a little craving. I'm going to the bar to grab something to snack on. The next phrase that learners of Italian overuse is
Ho sonno.
meaning I'm sleepy or I'm tired. Instead of saying this phrase, try
Mi si chiudono gli occhi.
my eyes are closing. Now, this is a very visual way to say that you're battling sleep. For example, you can say,
Ieri sera ho fatto tardi e durante la lezione mi si chiudevano gli occhi.
I was up late last night and I couldn't keep my eyes open in class. Another Italian expression you can use is,
Il letto mi chiama.
the bed is calling me. This is a simple, straightforward way to express that you're ready to go to sleep. For example, you can say,
È stata una giornata lunga. Il letto mi chiama.
it's been a long day. The bed is calling me. Now, this next phrase is my personal favorite. It is,
Ho l'abbiocco.
and it means to get super sleepy, especially after eating. Abbiocco is that full and sleepy feeling that hits you right after eating, especially a large meal. Italians use this playful expression all the time, but only in very informal contexts. Take a look at this example.
Ogni volta che mangio dai nonni, ho l'abbiocco.
Every time I eat at my grandparents', I get super sleepy afterwards. The next Italian phrase that students overuse is
Sono arrabbiato. Arrabbiata.
instead of saying this phrase, which means I'm angry, Italians will say things like
Sono incavolato. Incavolata.
I'm really annoyed. Now, this is what Italians often say when they're annoyed or frustrated. Now, to make it stronger, they often add nero or nera and say,
Incavolato nero. Nera.
which means super annoyed. Now, for an even more intense version, they say,
Incazzato. Incazzata.
which is closer to saying pissed off. Take a look at this example sentence.
Hanno cancellato il volo senza avvisare. Sono incavolato nero.
They cancelled the flight and didn't even let us know. I'm super annoyed. Another expression that Italians love using is,
Ho un nervoso.
I'm so on edge. Now, this Italian expression describes that restless, irritated feeling that makes you fidget, sigh, or get annoyed over even just the little things. It's not full-blown anger, but it's definitely far from being calm. Take a look at this example sentence.
Guarda, non è il momento. Ho un nervoso che potrei dire cose di cui poi mi pentirei.
Look, not the right moment. I'm so on edge, I might say things I don't mean. Another expression Italians love to use is,
Sono nero. Nera.
I'm fuming. I love this one. Now, this literally means I'm black, and Italians use it to express that they're beyond annoyed and they're completely fuming. Take a look at this example sentence.
Sono nera. Il capo mi ha completamente ignorato durante la riunione con il cliente.
I'm so angry. The boss completely ignored me during the meeting with the client. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet. Just click on the link in the description below this video. Okay, moving on to the next phrase that students of Italian overuse. It is
Penso che...
meaning I think. Instead, you'll hear Italians say things like,
A mio parere.
in my opinion. Now, this is a classic alternative to state your opinion, especially in business or formal contexts, while the subjunctive is generally required when expressing personal opinions. This construction is usually followed by the indicative mood. Hooray! Take a look at this example sentence.
A mio parere, il budget per l'evento va aumentato.
In my opinion, the budget for the event needs to be increased. Another alternative you'll hear Italians say is
Trovo che.
I find that, or I think that. This is an elegant way to communicate what you think, perfect for formal conversations or when you want to sound reflective and considered. This expression typically does take the subjunctive form though. Now, to learn more about how and when to use the subjunctive in Italian, make sure you watch my video lesson right here. It also includes a fun quiz. In the meantime, take a look at this example sentence.
Trovo che questa presentazione sia davvero ben fatta. Complimenti!
I think that this presentation is really well done. Great job. Another expression that Italians say is
Direi che.
I'd say that. Now, this is a relaxed, polite way to share your opinion, and it uses the conditional form, which makes it sound polite and more like a suggestion than a firm statement. Like a mio parere, this is followed by a verb in the indicative mode. Take a look at this example sentence.
Direi che per oggi è tutto. Continueremo domani.
I'd say that's it for today. We'll continue tomorrow. Now, to learn more about how and when to use the conditional form in Italian, make sure you watch my video lesson right here. Moving on to the next phrase that students of Italian overuse, it is
Mi piace.
meaning I like. Instead, Italian's a bit more expressive, and they say things like
Adoro.
I love. Now, this is stronger than mi piace, and it's great for all things that you really care about or love. Take a look at this example.
Adoro I vecchi film in bianco e nero.
I love old black and white movies. They also say the phrase
Vado matto, matta per.
I go crazy for. This is another expression that shows strong enthusiasm or excitement about something. For example, you can say
Vado matta per il gelato al pistacchio.
I go crazy for pistachio gelato. Another expression you'll hear Italians say is
Mi interessa.
I'm interested in. Now, this is a softer alternative to say that you're engaged with a topic, idea, or activity. Take a look at this example.
Mi interessa molto la storia medievale.
I'm very interested in medieval history. Now, let's move on to the next phrase that students of Italian overuse. It is
Non mi piace.
I don't like it. Instead, Italians say things like
Non fa per me.
it's not for me. Now, use this when something just isn't your cup of tea because maybe it doesn't match your style or taste. Take a look at this example sentence.
La nouvelle cuisine non fa per me. Io preferisco la cucina casereccia.
Nouvelle cuisine isn't for me. I prefer home-style cooking. They also say the phrase
Non mi convince.
I'm not sold on it. Now, this expression suggests that something hasn't captured your full trust or approval just yet. Take a look at this example sentence.
L'idea è interessante, ma non mi convince del tutto.
The idea is interesting, but I'm not fully sold on it. You'll also hear Italians say this phrase, which is
C'è di meglio.
there's something better. This is perfect for informal conversations. This phrase lets you express that you're not particularly impressed with something. Take a look at this example sentence.
Il film non era male, ma c'è di meglio.
The movie wasn't bad, but there are better ones. The next phrase, which is overused by students of Italian, is
Ti chiamo più tardi.
meaning I'll call you later. Instead, you'll hear Italians say things like
Ci sentiamo dopo.
we'll talk later or catch you later. Now, this is a relaxed, friendly way to let the other person know that you'll reconnect soon. Take a look at this example sentence.
Non posso parlare adesso. Ci sentiamo dopo.
I can't talk right now. We'll catch up later. You'll also hear Italians say,
Ti faccio uno squillo.
I'll ring you. Now, this works great for informal chats with friends or family. It literally means I'll give you a little ring, which I think is super cute. Take a look at this example sentence.
Appena finisco qui, ti faccio uno squillo.
I'll give you a ring as soon as I finish here. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet, which you'll find a link to in the description box below this video. Moving on to the next phrase, which is overused by learners of Italian, it is
È facile.
meaning it's easy. Instead, Italians will say phrases like
È una passeggiata.
it's a walk in the park. Literally, it's a stroll. This Italian expression is used when something feels so simple that it's like going for a relaxed walk. Take a look at this example sentence.
Non preoccuparti per l'esame. È una passeggiata.
Don't worry about the exam. It's a walk in the park. The next expression you'll hear Italians say is
È un gioco da ragazzi.
it's very easy. Now, this expression literally translates to it's child's play, conveying the idea that something is so easy, even a kid could do it. Take a look at this example.
Non ci vorrà molto. Questo lavoro è un gioco da ragazzi.
It won't take long. This job is a piece of cake. Another Italian expression you'll hear used a lot is
È come bere un bicchiere d'acqua.
it's like drinking a glass of water. This is another casual phrase to describe how easy something is. Take a look at this example.
Per chi ha già delle buone basi di programmazione, risolvere questo quesito sarà come bere un bicchiere d'acqua.
For those who already have a good programming background, solving this problem will be a piece of cake. The next expression that is overused by students of Italian is
È difficile.
meaning it's difficult. Instead, Italians say phrases like
È dura.
it's tough. Now, this is a simple way to describe a difficult situation that is mentally demanding or emotionally involved. Take a look at this example sentence.
Studiare per l'esame finale è dura, ma ce la farò.
Studying for the final exam is hard, but I'll make it. They also say this very popular Italian expression, which is
È un casino.
it's a mess. This is informal and a little slang. This phrase refers to anything messy and difficult, perfect for venting to friends too. Take a look at this example.
Organizzare questa festa è stato un casino. Speriamo che la festeggiata apprezzi gli sforzi.
Organising this party was a mess. Fingers crossed the birthday girl appreciates all the effort. Another Italian expression you'll hear is
Avere una bella gatta da pelare.
to have a difficult problem. Now, this literally means to have a nice cat to skin. Now, this curious Italian expression indicates a tricky problem or a situation that's anything but simple. This phrase comes from an old practice of plucking cat's fur to make fabrics and padding, something that, as you can imagine, was extremely difficult since cats surely weren't going to sit still for it. Take a look at this example sentence.
La badante si è licenziata senza preavviso. Adesso abbiamo una bella gatta da pelare.
The caregiver quit without notice. Now we've got a difficult problem. Another phrase that's overused by learners of Italian is
Devo.
meaning I have to. Instead, Italians say things like
Sono costretto, costretta a.
I'm forced to. This is used when you're obliged to do something, often with a hint of reluctance or pressure. Take a look at this example.
Sono stati costretti a cancellare l'evento a causa del maltempo.
They were forced to cancel the event because of bad weather. They also say this phrase, which is
Mi tocca.
this means I have to or it's my turn to. Now, this is a casual expression for those moments when duty calls and you're faced with a task that you're not thrilled about. Take a look at this example.
Uffa, mi tocca andare in ufficio anche sabato mattina.
Ugh, I have to go to the office on Saturday morning too. They also say this phrase, which is very easy to remember. It is
Oda.
I've got to. Now, you'll hear this in informal conversations to talk about things that need to be taken care of. It's generally followed directly by the verb in the infinitive form. Take a look at this example.
Non ci sono a pranzo. Ho da finire questa presentazione.
I'm skipping lunch. I've got to finish this presentation. Another phrase that's overused by learners of Italian is
Tanto.
meaning a lot. Instead, Italians love to say this phrase, which is
Un sacco.
a ton, loads. This literally means a bag or a sack. Now this is super common and it's a casual way to say a lot. In nearly every friendly setting, you will hear it. Take a look at this example.
Mi piacciono un sacco I libri di Italo Calvino.
I really like Italo Calvino's books. You'll also hear this Italian expression a lot too. It is
Un casino.
a lot, heaps. Now this is a slang way Italians say something is massive or intense. Take a look at this example.
Mi piaci un casino.
I like you heaps. Another popular alternative is
Un botto.
meaning a lot or heaps. It literally means a bang or explosion, and it is just another way to say a lot in a lively, informal way, especially popular with teenagers. But I love this one too. Take a look at this example.
Abbiamo mangiato un botto ieri sera.
We ate a lot last night. Are you enjoying this lesson? Don't let the learning stop here. Make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet with this lesson. Just click on the link in the description below this video. Okay, moving on to the next phrase that's overused by learners of Italian. It is
Lontano.
meaning far away. Instead, you'll hear Italians say things like
Distante.
meaning distant or far. This word works for both literal distance and emotional distance. Take a look at this example.
La casa dei nonni non è molto distante dalla spiaggia.
My grandparents' house is not very far from the beach. And when referring to emotional distance, you can say
Ti sento distante in questi giorni. C'è qualcosa che non va?
you've seemed distant lately. Is something wrong? Now, another Italian expression you'll hear is
A casa del diavolo.
to be way out in the sticks. Now, this is a playful Italian expression for a place that's extremely far away or hard to reach. Now, this literally means at the devil's house, suggesting that it's so remote, it may as well belong to the devil himself. Take a look at this example.
Il ristorante è a casa del diavolo, ma vale la pena per il cibo.
The restaurant is way out in the sticks, but the food is worth it. Another Italian expression that you'll hear a lot is
In culo ai lupi.
to be in the middle of nowhere. Now, this cheeky phrase literally translates to in the wolf's butt, and it's used to describe a super isolated spot. This one I would only recommend to use in casual conversations with close friends. Take a look at this example.
Il campeggio che ha prenotato Luca è in culo ai lupi. Speriamo di non perderci.
The campsite Luca booked is way out in the sticks. Let's hope we don't get lost. The next phrase that learners of Italian overuse is
Voglio.
I want. Instead, you hear Italians say something more polite, like
Vorrei.
I would like. Now, this is the classic choice when politely asking for something. It's the conditional form of volere, to want, and it works in any situation, from ordering food to buying train tickets. Take a look at this example.
Vorrei un gelato, per favore.
I would like an ice cream, please. Now, if you want to learn how to buy train tickets in Italian, make sure to watch my video lesson right here. Another phrase you'll hear a lot is
Posso avere?
can I have? Now, this is also polite, and it's an everyday option formed with the modal verb potere, to be able to or can, followed by the infinitive. Take a look at this example.
Posso avere un bicchiere d'acqua?
Can I have a glass of water? By the way, this sentence shows a clever shortcut that's especially handy if you can't remember the full conjugation of a verb. Just use modal verbs like potere and volere followed by the infinitive and you're good to go. For instance, you could say,
Non posso uscire.
I can't go out, instead of,
Non esco.
I don't go out. Then you can say things like,
Vogliamo andare in spiaggia?
do we want to go to the beach? Instead of conjugating andare with,
Andiamo in spiaggia?
shall we go to the beach? And then you can say this phrase,
Devi bere di più.
you must drink more, instead of conjugating bere and say,
Bevi di più.
drink more. Now to learn the only 6 verbs that you need to speak Italian, which includes potere, make sure you watch my video lesson right here. Another phrase Italians use is
Mi piacerebbe.
meaning I would like to. Use this phrase to talk about something you wish for or hope to do. It's perfect for expressing plans, experiences, or things you'd like to try. Take a look at this example.
Mi piacerebbe tanto venire con te a Roma.
I'd really love to come with you to Rome. Here's a tip. Saying voglio, I want in Italian, can be a bit direct or sound rude. And there's an expression for this, which is
L'erba voglio non cresce neanche nel giardino del re.
the grass I want doesn't even grow in the king's garden. Moving on to the next phrase that students of Italian overuse, it is
Quanto costa?
meaning how much is it? Instead, you hear Italians say expressions like
Quanto viene?
how much is it? This is a frequent alternative that you'll hear to inquire about the price of something in shops or grocery stores. It literally translates to how much does it come to? Take a look at this example.
Quanto viene l'insalata belga?
How much is the Belgian endive? You'll also hear the phrase
Quanto ti le devo?
meaning how much do I owe you? Now this is a friendly and polite way to ask for the total amount that you need to pay, like after a meal or a service, rather than just the price of a single item. Use ti in informal situations and le for formal ones. Take a look at this example.
Quanto ti devo per il succo e le patatine?
How much do I owe you for the juice and chips? Another Italian expression you hear used a lot is
Che prezzo mi fai? Che prezzo mi fa?
what's the best price you can do? Now use this when you want to ask for a deal, like at a market or with a street vendor. Literally you're asking, what price do you make me? Now here we use,
Che prezzo mi fai?
this is the informal version, and you use this with someone that you know or feel comfortable with. Alternatively, you can say,
Che prezzo mi fa?
this is the formal version that we use with people that we don't know well or just when we want to show a little bit more respect towards. Take a look at this example.
Che prezzo mi fa se prendo sia la collana che il bracciale?
What's the best price you can do if I take both the necklace and the bracelet? Another phrase that's overused by learners of Italian is
Così così.
so. Instead, you'll hear Italians say things like
Insomma.
this also means so, and it's a handy informal way to say something is okay but not amazing, usually said with a shrug and a little sigh. Take a look at this mini dialogue.
Ti sei divertita alla festa?
Did you have fun at the party?
Insomma.
So. You'll also hear Italians say this phrase, which is
Niente di speciale.
nothing special. This one carries more of a negative connotation. Just like in English, you're saying something is okay, but you've had better. This is great for restaurants, shows, or anything that didn't quite amaze you. Take a look at this mini dialogue.
Com'è stato il concerto?
How was the concert?
Niente di speciale. Mi aspettavo di meglio.
So, I expected better. Now, if you've ever wondered how Italians say meh in Italian, this is what they say.
Ni.
Meaning meh, this is an informal, playful way to say something is just so, and you're undecided about it. The word comes from combining no and si. Take a look at this mini dialogue.
Ti è piaciuto il film?
Did you like the movie?
Ni.
Meh. Another phrase that learners of Italian overuse is
Perché?
meaning why. Instead, you'll hear Italians say expressions like
Come mai?
how come? Why is that? Now, this is a widely used way to ask why something happened, showing genuine curiosity and interest in the answer. Take a look at this example.
Come mai siete così stanchi oggi?
How come you're so tired today? You'll also hear Italians say,
Per quale motivo?
for what reason? This is a more formal way to ask why in Italian, ideal for both polite conversations or written communications. For example, you can say,
Per quale motivo ha lasciato l'azienda dopo appena un anno?
Why did he leave the company after just 1 year? Another phrase that's overused by learners of Italian is
Che palle!
what a pain in the ass. Instead, you'll hear Italians say expressions like
Che rottura!
what a pain. This is used for moments that are frustrating or just plain tedious. For example, you can say
Che rottura dover alzarsi così presto di domenica.
what a pain having to get up so early on a Sunday. And here's another common Italian expression you'll hear. It is
Che scocciatura!
what a pain in the neck. This is slightly milder and a more polite-ish way to express that something is irritating or inconvenient without sounding too harsh. Take a look at this example.
Devo andare in posta a ritirare il pacco. Che scocciatura! Non possono portarcelo a casa?
I have to go to the post office to pick up the package. What a pain in the neck. Can't they just deliver it to our house? Another Italian expression you'll hear is
Che noia!
meaning what a bore. This is a casual way to describe something tedious or boring. It's a bit milder, but it gets your point across. Take a look at this example.
Di nuovo al centro commerciale. Che noia! Facciamo una gita.
Back to the mall again? What a bore. Let's go on a little trip instead. And perhaps the most overused expression by learners of Italian is
Mamma mia!
meaning goodness, but literally, my mother. Instead, you'll hear Italians say this version, which is
Oh Madonna!
oh my gosh. This is a slightly stronger, more emphatic alternative to mamma mia, used to react to something surprising or unexpected. How dramatic it sounds depends entirely on your tone of voice. Take a look at this example.
Oh Madonna! Cos'è successo?
Oh my gosh, what happened? Italians will also say this expression, which is
Cavolo!
meaning darn or geez. This is a mild, playful exclamation that's perfect for casual conversation, letting you express surprise, frustration, amazement, and without sounding too strong or religious either. Take a look at this example.
Cavolo! Quanto la fai lunga?
Geez, you're making a big deal out of this. Now, to continue your learning and to help you practice everything that you've learned here today, make sure you download your free PDF cheat sheet. Just click on the link in the description box below this video. If you enjoyed this lesson, then you'll love Intrepid Italian, my series of online self-paced video courses that break down everything you need to know about Italian using my unique 80-20 method. More details in the description below. Now, if you enjoyed this lesson, don't miss my lesson on how to learn Italian so fast that it feels like cheating. Just click on the video right here. Plus, if you want to know how Jane Austen, of all people, helped me learn Italian faster, make sure you watch this video lesson right here. In the meantime, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on those notifications so you get an alert when I post more video lessons like this one. Until next time, un abbraccio. Ciao!